Hello everyone, Ziljin here with another art video. Art video, Rick and Morty, and DC. So if you're alarmed by the SS symbols, I'll explain right now what this is all about. So basically, if you've been watching Arrowverse, if you have not been watching Arrowverse, it's a bunch of DC TV shows, and they all take place in like the universe. Well, technically, they have 52 universes. Supergirl is from Earth 38, and the Flash and Arrow and the Legends of Tomorrow is from Earth 1. And then they introduced the Earth X, which is the Earth, a timeline where Nazi Germany won World War II and conquered the world. So that's what the crossover was all about. Yeah. And of course, like most of these comic book TV shows and movies and cartoons, they have lifted some, they copy, not copy, but like they're inspired by actual comic book stories. So yeah, there was indeed an Earth X where Nazi Germany won, and yeah, the Justice League is fighting for the German side. Yeah. So some of these are based on the comic book design, and some of them is based on the TV design. Yep, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so actually a little bit more. So Earth X, in the show, in the Arrowverse, is saying like, oh, we call it Earth X because like, oh, it's so despicable that the Nazis won and conquered the world, and make all the crazy eugenics and racism and etc. So it's like, we don't even want to count it in the 52 Earths. But yeah, in the actual DC comic books, like a lot of these alternate universes, they just start out as like a what if kind of thing. Like, what if the Justice League was evil? What if Superman was raised in the Soviet Union? Superman red sun. Yeah, and like, what if Batman was in like England and fighting Jack the Ripper and stuff like that. Yeah, they have all sorts of. Yeah, there's what if Superman was found by the Wayne family and he became Batman, etc. There's like all these like cool stories and neat little storylines, and like they've all, it's a nice way. Like sometimes it's it's a nice way to reinvent the characters, and possibly for any retconning. So, oh, that was a different Earth. That was a different timeline. There's no confusion at all. Yeah, kind of like Captain America. Oh, why? How is he in cryogenic suspension and fighting communists and Koreans and Vietnamese people, right? Oh, that's different Captain America. There's multiple Captain Americas. Same thing in here. There's multiple Earths. Yeah. So, but yeah, later on, they set it up. The DC Comics is basically, there's like 52 Earths, the multiverse, and Earth X had become like loosely adapted into Earth 10. Makes sense because the Roman numeral for X, Roman numeral for 10 is the X. So yeah, Earth X translates into Earth 10. Makes complete sense. Yeah. So based on the DC Wikipedia, the Earth X ones, the Justice League, they all have swastikas, but the other one, I also saw there's a different Earth 10 where it was just Superman or Overman and Overgirl, where they don't have the swastikas, they just have the S symbols. Yeah, so maybe later depictions they remove the swastikas to try to make it, less offensive. That's my theory. I have no idea actually if that's true or not. I'm just assuming the one with the S symbols actually came out later. But honestly, I have no idea. But yeah, they had their own storyline, but then later on they're in the it was in Final Crisis, where Superman and the Justice League from all the universes, from all the Earths, are fighting and something like that. Yeah, I'm sure it's super duper cool, and maybe someday I'll read it. But yeah, anyway, so I think that's enough setting up the backstory, right? Yeah, so let's go straight into it. Yeah, so here's Guardian. In this TV show, in the Supergirl TV show, he's James Olsen, aka Jimmy Olsen, aka Clark Kent's best friend, and Superman's best friend. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, so in the comic books, I don't think he's an actual superhero. I know in the Justice League Crisis on Two Earths movie, James Olsen is like super huge and he's like the Hulk, but not really. Like he's huge and muscular and he could probably fight. Definitely fight, yeah. But yeah, in the comic books usually he's just a regular dude, reporter and stuff. I mean, James Olsen is kind of similar to that, but yeah, he did get elevated, promoted to like a manager or editor-in-chief or whatever, something like that. But yeah, but in the TV show, he's mostly doing the reporter stuff. But also now he's also a vigilante. He's the Guardian. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's just a little tidbit information. If you never watched the Supergirl TV show, I recommend you do watch it. I mean, I like it a lot, but that's irrelevant. So yeah, so he does have. Oh yeah, I'm basically spoiling everything for the TV shows in the crossover. So basically, he has a super minor role in the crossover. He shows up. They never specifically call him James Olsen or the Guardian, but he looks exactly the same as the Guardian in the regular Earth 38, the Supergirl universe. Yeah, so except for his costume. Normally, this is all like metal. There's no paint on it. So yeah. So it's similar design, it's just that he has like American flag design on the chest armor and the shield. Yeah, right there. So yeah, he shows up, fights with the evil version of Green Arrow for a couple of minutes, then he dies. Unfortunately, that was his role. But still super cool. The fight was great. The fight scene was great, and I like his design. So definitely reminded me of Captain America, especially since like when Captain America first came out, his shield is more triangular, so it's kind of like this. Yeah. Well, really, that's just it. The American flag, bam, makes me think of Captain America, not American government or whatever. That's basically the first thing I think. Captain America, yeah. So yeah, so here's Supergirl, aka Overgirl. So yeah, she I'm guessing over stands for super in German, but I thought it was Uber. I think there is an actual Uberman where it's a German Superman, maybe not necessarily Nazi Superman, but yeah, I think there's also another universe where Clark Kent is called Uberman. Not sure if it's the same thing where Nazi Germany controlled the world, but yeah, maybe I should have looked into that before, but okay. I was just thinking off the top of my head. Yeah, there is actual Uberman in the DC comics. And yeah, and there's also Ultraman. He's the crime syndicate version, but yeah, he's also evil version. But yeah, so here's enough rambling, enough off-topicness. I mean, it is on topic because I'm talking about the alternate universes, but here, this is mostly based on the Supergirl, the Overgirl that showed up in the TV show, and this is based on a picture I saw on the DC Wiki. Yeah, so this one was Overgirl. Overgirl doesn't exist. She doesn't exist in the original Earth X comic book, I think. Yeah, I think this is the Earth 10 version. Yeah. So in this one, she's a clone of Superman. In the TV show, she is indeed a cousin of Superman. Yeah, she arrives later. Yeah, so that's. Overall, the costume isn't that much different. It's just that lighter colored, and also she's wearing shorts. Interesting. She's wearing a skirt or pants. Shorts. Okay. There's nothing wrong with changing things up. Yeah. Yep. Anyway, yeah. Also, there's also the animated series. Not animated series. I think it's gonna be a movie or a web series or something. But yeah, it's gonna be called The Freedom Fighters, featuring the Ray. And yeah. It's basically animated series. I think it's anime series. It's the Arrowverse, and we're going back to Earth X, and we can get to see them fighting stuff. Or maybe it's before the crossover, but yeah, it comes out this month, I think. Yeah, it's December 2017, and it is indeed December 2017. And the Supergirl design there is a little different. Yeah, her costume has more color differentiation. The gloves are red, and her suit is like gray, kind of like that. So yeah, I don't know why the animated version is different, but whatever. Probably should draw that, right? Maybe next time or not. So here's Overman. So basically, he's Superman, but fighting for Germany. Yeah. So yeah, his hair does not look like that, but I just, decided to keep it like that for the sake of consistency with my previous Superman art, having him have the same hairdo almost every time. But yeah, his belt, he has the actual belt this time. Usually he has like that circle oval belt. I don't know why, but whatever. So that's cool. And yeah, got the German S symbol for the S. Yeah. Yeah, so that was in the comic. He did not show up in the TV show. He is in the Supergirl TV show, but he's like a minor character. Like, he only showed up like 3 episodes, I think. Yeah. I was hoping he would be in the crossover, but yeah, like, people were speculating, oh, is Superman gonna be the Führer? But it turns out to be just Green Arrow. Yeah. A little disappointed, but that's fine. And here's the Red Tornado. He's also he's a freedom fighter. I couldn't really get a good look of what he looks down below because he was constantly being surrounded by a tornado. He was like spitting his arms and torso and etc. And yeah, so that's the tornado. He's an android. He has, he can generate tornadoes. Yeah, he like shoots tornadoes and he uses tornadoes to fly and stuff. So that's actually pretty cool. And yeah, I want to say, like, so it's kind of similar to the Vision, where, in the sense that they're both flying androids. Yeah. I don't actually know the storyline of Red Tornado. I think I remember something in Young Justice where he's like built by some scientist, and then he also built like 3 other tornadoes. Like they all turned evil. He was supposed to be originally like evil, just like the Vision, but later on he turned good and helped the Justice League, just like the Vision went from evil to turn good and help the Avengers. So yeah, so they have that kind of similar origin where they're evil robots that end up turning on their creators and joining the good team. Yeah. But the powers are like probably different, right? I know Vision's powers, but yeah, Vision's power is actually more similar to Martian Manhunter. So yeah. And here's Eobard Reverse Flash. This is basically the Flash that I drew last time, and then they just added the SS symbol and inverted the colors. Yeah, so so this is like a hodgepodge of designs. It's not just one specific design. So the SS symbol is from the show, and then the Reverse Flash costume is just from the reverse of the Flash. Yeah, so very simple. I wish they had got that. Is it Matt Lechner, or the other dude who portrays Eobard Thawne in Legends of Tomorrow, and at some point in the Flash. Yeah, most of the time he's played by not Harrison Wells. It was a Tom Cavan, but basically he assumes the identity of Harrison Wells. So in this crossover, he was also Harrison Wells. I kind of like the other dude better. Yeah, the original form, Eobard Thawne. Yeah. And here's the Raymond Tyrell, and yeah, so this is actually based on the cartoon, the upcoming web series, based on the trailer, the image that I saw. Yeah, because I thought it looked cooler than the one in his actual costume in the show. I mean, they were pretty similar, to be honest, but yeah, I like this one a little bit better, and I ended up drawing this one. Yeah. So he shoots like lights out of his hands and stuff. His helmet reminds me of Dr. Fate. So yeah. Actually, I'm not that familiar with this hero at all. Yeah, so when I first heard the Ray, I thought like, oh, it must be like, you know, the Earth X version of, you know, Ray Palmer, the Atom, but nope, it's completely different. Yeah, in the show, he ends up like almost similar to Firestorm, flying around, shooting blasts from his arms and stuff. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and oh, before, yeah, the plot twist, he was actually from Earth 1 all along. And then, but when they come back to Earth 1, he decides to go back to Earth X. And then his lover, Citizen Code, aka Leo Start, who's from Earth X, decides, I'm going to go to Earth 1 and hang out for a while. What? Okay, so why are they switching places? Okay, and then like she's like, I have to go back home. But your home is Earth 1, yo. I'm talking about Ray, the Ray. Like, why? Why you don't you want to come back to Earth 1, man? But I guess, yeah, especially now that your boyfriend is in Earth 1, like he's not going back home. But I guess he has to go back home so they can have the cartoon. But in this show, I think they already, Supergirl, Overgirl is dead. She exploded from too much solar radiation, supercharging her cells. But Supergirl is in that cartoon. Yeah, at least in the trailer. Was that a flashback battle or what? So I guess the cartoon takes place before the show, the crossover? Or is it a separate timeline? But it has, you know, it has the same actors. The guy the guy who's playing the Ray, he's gonna be voicing the Ray, and Arrow, Flash, and Supergirl all returning to voice their respective roles in the cartoon. So yeah, that's interesting. So maybe it takes place in the past before the crossover. Who knows? And maybe it'll actually explain what the hell's going on. Like what he's. Oh yeah, forgot to mention this, but this is the Earth 1 Ilbarthon. How did he get to Earth X? Because if you've been watching all the shows, he's died like every season of The Flash. He comes back and he's dead. He's come back. He's dead. He comes back because, like, you know, time travel is confusing and stuff like that. And then he returns in Legends of Tomorrow. And guess what? He dies in that one too. And then he came back for the crossover. And he's like, oh, you know, time travel is confusing and stuff. Because Flash is like, he already knew he killed him in the Flash series. He's like, what? I killed you. You're dead. And then Ray, the Atom, Ray Palmer, the Atom, he sees Eobard and he's like, what? Didn't we kill that guy? Isn't he dead? Like, it's kind of funny. Only 2 people were like shocked to see him alive. Everyone else like, meh. But yeah. So yeah, and then he's like, and then at the end of the crossover, he gets beat up by the Flash, you know, and Barry Allen, and then he says, like, oh, you're no killer. I know you, Barry Allen. You're not a killer. But then, right, he didn't kill him in the first time, right? Well, the first time his ancestor shot himself, and then that's how he died. But anyway, so like, yeah, so and then Barry Allen, yo, this guy ruined your life, and you're not gonna, like, you're just gonna let, he said to Eobard, go, run away. Like, what the F? This guy killed your mom, he got your dad arrested, like, completely effed up your life, you know, and you just let him go? Seems crazy. Anyway, so yeah, that's enough spoilers, that's enough talking. There's enough rambling, so hopefully everyone enjoyed this video, enjoying this fan art video. So yeah, be sure to let me know down below, subscribe, comment, and what did you watch the Crisis on Earth crossover? What did you think about it? What kind of reaction? Yeah. So yeah, I'm thinking, like, what are they gonna do for next season, right? I mean, like, wow, they're gonna have a super crazy crossover again, and like now they have Black Lightning, and then he's gonna have his own TV show, but it's not gonna be on Arrowverse, but probably gonna be like on, you know, another timeline, right? Yeah. And I read that there's a new Titans show. Is that gonna be Titans, aka Teen Titans? Is that gonna be, you know, related? yeah, so that's all the time we got. Thank you for watching. Until next time. Bye bye.